The crowd laughed first, and that was exactly what he wanted. Under the bright summer sun at the private Toronto tennis club, the CEO leaned back, twirling his racket with arrogance, and said loudly, "Beat me in tennis and I'll marry you." His eyes locked on the man mopping the court nearby, a single dad janitor with worn sneakers and tired hands. The laughter echoed, phones lifted, and for a moment it felt like just another cruel joke meant to entertain the wealthy members watching from the sidelines. But then the janitor slowly looked up, and something in his eyes made the laughter fade. His name was Daniel. Most people at the club only knew him as the quiet janitor who worked double shifts, never complained, and always left before the parties started. Few knew he had a 10-year-old daughter waiting at home in a small apartment in Scarborough, doing her homework alone while he cleaned courts late into the night. Even fewer knew that tennis had once been the center of his life, before his wife passed away, before medical bills drained everything, before life forced him to choose survival over dreams. The CEO, Richard Hale, was famous in business magazines across Canada. Self-made, ruthless, and proud of it, tennis was his favorite way to remind people he was better than them. He believed talent was something money could always buy. When he mocked Daniel, it wasn't about marriage or sport, it was about power. Daniel hesitated. His hands shook slightly as he leaned the mop against the fence. The crowd expected him to smile awkwardly and walk away. Instead, he quietly said, "If I win, I don't want marriage. I just want one thing." That unexpected calm made people lean in. Richard smirked. "Fine, entertain us." Daniel borrowed a racket from a teenager watching nearby. It felt heavier than he remembered, but familiar. As he stepped onto the court, memories rushed back. Early mornings practicing in public courts, his wife cheering from the bench, dreams of going pro that ended the day she got sick. This court wasn't clay or grass, but the sound of the ball hitting the strings woke something inside him that had been asleep for years. At first, Richard dominated. Powerful serves, sharp angles, confident smiles to the crowd. Daniel missed a few shots, and the laughter returned. But then something shifted. Daniel started reading the game, moving with quiet precision. His shots weren't flashy, but they were smart. Each rally grew longer. The CEO's smile tightened. The crowd fell silent as Daniel chased down impossible balls, his breathing heavy, sweat dripping, but his focus unbreakable. He wasn't playing for pride. He was playing for every night he swallowed his pain so his daughter wouldn't see it. He was playing for the man he used to be and the father he still wanted to become. When Daniel won the final point, the ball kissed the line and bounced out of reach. The silence was deafening. Richard stood frozen, staring at the court like it had betrayed him. People waited for Daniel to celebrate. He didn't. He simply walked to the net and said softly, "I used to play at a national level. I quit when my wife died. I clean courts now because life doesn't care about talent." He paused, then added, "What I want is a chance. A job interview. Something stable, so my daughter doesn't grow up watching me disappear every night." The truth hit harder than any serve. Phones lowered, some eyes filled with tears. Richard swallowed, his confidence cracking in front of everyone. For the first time, he saw not a janitor, but a man who had been quietly carrying more weight than anyone in the club. That day, Daniel didn't marry a CEO. He didn't become rich overnight. But he was offered a position managing community sports programs under Richard's company, helping kids from low-income families access tennis courts just like the ones he cleaned. Months later, Daniel's daughter sat in the stands again, this time watching her father coach, smiling in a way she had never seen before. The crowd remembered that match not because a CEO lost, but because they learned something uncomfortable and true. Talent can be buried, dignity can be mocked, but resilience, when given a moment, can freeze even the loudest room, and remind everyone that behind every uniform, there is a story waiting to be respected.